Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stay on the Line.
Wait, hold on. Can we cuss? Or do I have to keep it PG?
Yes, we can cuss.
Okay.
This is my fucking podcast, bitch.
I know that's right, bitch. All right.
I'm screaming. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stay on the Line, a horror genre podcast hosted and created by me, Terrah Card, and every week we talk about something horror genre related. I think this is like our 95th episode or 94th. Maybe. Ain't that crazy that you haven't listened to any? No.
She ain't lying, y'all. She ain't lying.
So, for those who don't know, that is my twin sister. And if you can look in the video aspect, it is true. We are identical. What is it? Identical, right? Identical twins. And what's the other one? Fraternal?
Paternal and maternal. Is that
no? No, maternal is like a lady. Or a person with,
mother.
like, yeah. Or,
on your mother's side.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
This is Aniyah Jade Oshanns.
Hello.
And we also have Sunny, who's a regular on here. Sunny
Hola.
Daze.
I just want to let y'all know that I could have been on here, but I chose not to because Terrah annoys the shit out of me. So.
What do you mean you could have been on? Bitch, you're on it right now.
I know, but you've always wanted me to, like, you know, you asked me a couple times, girl, do you want to be on my podcast? But I don't like scary stuff.
You don't like scary movies.
I don't.
I made you watch Smile.
Oh, girl. Couldn't sleep for weeks.
But she wants to watch the new Evil Dead movie.
I do.
And that movie is... You need to watch the previous Evil Dead, and bitch.
Oh, there's another one.
What the? Why'd you put your phone so close?
Face
because
ID.
my Face ID.
Oh, I was like, Mom, look, I made good grades in school.
I need to open it. It timed out.
Okay, so yeah, Evil Dead is very. You need if you want to see what it's gonna be like, watch the 2013 version.
But girl, I told y'all, I said I don't have a problem watching scary movies. It's just someone has to like spend the night and sleep in my bed with me.
Okay.
My sisters. Y'all are my sisters, so y'all should be able to sleep
you were supposed to have a slumber party a few days ago, and you bailed on us.
I did not bail. It's because of my cancer.
That is the lie. You were at work. You didn't request off, even though I told you.
I did request off, but then
then you didn't want to hang out.
But then I got it back because I thought that I was going to be in Birmingham, but now that I'm not in Birmingham, I was like, oh well, I can just work.
Wow.
Things aren't adding up.
And you know what? Actually, and Boogie wasn't even here.
Okay, but you did
Drunk
spend
Tex
time
was
with
still
us.
here.
All the girls were
I
here.
didn't know
and
that she wanted to do the sleepover.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know that. Well, we can do it.
Aniyah, since we've been talking about nothing,
Yes,
let's talk about more nothing. Tell the people who you are.
Hello, everyone. If you don't know me, you might as well get to know me because I am the one and the only, the show-stopping diva of the South herself, Aniyah Jade Oshanns. I am a former Miss Roundup at Large. Finally can say that. I am currently on my
That's a bar in town.
Bitch. Girl, but bitch, I have done a lot, bitch. I acted very national and grand.
Your attitude reflected it.
Bitch, I'm 25 years old in my
You're only 25?
Yes, bitch. Girl, black don't crack.
Wait, how old did you think she was?
Black don't crack, bitch.
Apparently, she thinks yours was. She thinks yours got a little fissure in it.
Girl, she's just mad because she has an extra 0 on her age. But, anyways.
Yeah, 20.
200. I am 25 years old. I'm a registered nurse by day, diva by night. My current quest is Miss Gay United States at Large. That's my next pageant. I'm single. So.
Really? Because the dinner we had...
I'm single.
Work. And how do you feel about horror movies in general?
Oh, girl, I have always told Terrah I hate scary movies. Bitch, I am like one of the biggest, like, scariest.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Well, that was me. Y'all have a good one. Bitch, I hate scary movies. Like, I get so freaked out. Like, my first scary movie that I vividly remember was Paranormal Activity.
Oh.
And I couldn't, girl, like, I was so, like, anxious at night to where I had to, like, sleep with my mom for, like, a whole week because I was so scared.
How old are you?
Bitch.
She's like 15.
I don't remember, like, when it first came out. Probably, bitch, because I was so, like,
no, you were
out.
probably 10 or 9 because
Yeah.
I remember watching
been a while.
Paranormal Activity. I love that journey for you.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what one of my first movies was. In an interview, I said that it was Dawn of the Dead, but I've been watching horror movies since I was like 4. So does that mean it doesn't faze me? No, it does. Because Dawn of the Dead scared the shit out of me.
But stupid scary movies that you know can't happen.
like a cocaine,
like cocaine, girl. Like, bitch, that I'm like, girl, that ain't shit.
But that
like,
did happen.
When it comes to like paranormal activity and spirits and shit, girl, I don't fucks with that shit. Girl, no. Especially like if it says based on true events.
You cutting
girl. Bitch, no. I don't want them spirits in my house following me home.
You know the first one? I watched The Ring when I was like 9 or 8.
I haven't even seen
And
The
look
Ring.
at you now,
It's so
bitch.
bad.
You look
I
like
hate
Samara. You look like Samara now.
Less waterlogged.
She is my least favorite character on Dead by Daylight, by the way.
Samara?
Yeah.
Who's your most favorite?
My most favorite is probably the nurse.
The teleporting bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I love this petition that people have been trying to get Brenda from Scary Movie and Anna Faris.
Actually,
I would love that.
they're girl, like, so like I play on PC and they literally mod the shit out of DVD. And girl, they literally have like the Scream characters. They have like, girl, I even saw like Cindy from Scary Movie on there. It was hilarious. Yeah.
I saw Cindy.
It's leaking on your floor.
I would love. So we watched Pearl. We'll get to the fucking movie, y'all. We watched Pearl, and I would love if there was a spoof movie, and it was just called Brenda, and it was like Brenda's origin story.
Oh my god, girl, that would be so funny.
Like they could do that.
I think I'll watch that probably like 10 times.
Only if it's good, and the Wayans brothers have to do it.
Oh,
for these trailers, you were Brenda.
Oh my god, this is scary! The movie hadn't even started, and she's screaming at the trailers.
This bitch, it was scary.
I don't even remember what the movie was called.
I don't either, but the way she said
it looked good. Because I want to watch scary movies because they look good. But I'm just so fucking scared because I live alone, bitch. And girl, you know, my little...
What about Shaka?
Girl, my little Shaka Walker man poo-poo, he is nothing but an alert dog, girl. He ain't gonna bite nothing, girl. He barely have teeth to bite.
Bitch, the Hillary Clinton of dogs. Whoa. Shaka is her tiny little... How old is he? 17?
No, bitch, he's 15. He's turning 16 this November.
Come on!
What kind of dog are they again?
He's a Shih Tzu.
Aww. Shaka Waka Man Poo Poo.
That's my baby.
They're so calm and cute.
And this is Sunny.
Hi.
I'm screaming. Sunny, I drag her into watching movies as well too. She's been on the podcast a lot of times, so
I'm with you. I hate scary movies.
Yeah, girl.
It's not
it's
my
the way
tea.
I bully my friends to watch scary movies with me. Also, shout out to Dead Meat. I'm wearing a Dead Meat shirt. Yeah. I also have a signed thing. Bitch, stop fucking whispering into the fuck. You're not that lady that eats pickles and types on the keyboard.
No, girl, because when I saw this, I was like,
No.
hello, everybody. My name is Aniyah Jade Oshanns.
No.
You probably didn't hear that.
Bitch, they didn't hear that.
You're the lady who has the like king crabs,
Yes,
24-foot
like,
legs.
Oh, but girl,
with
like,
acrylics on.
But girl, like I just be looking at her hands sometimes. Like
I hate
her
it.
hands, like
Oh,
a
I
couple
hate
years
it.
ago compared to her hands now, bitch. I'm like, oh, girl.
You said budget.
What? Like
They're
what's
just like
she has
swollen, bitch.
Yeah.
swollen?
Yes,
because
like
she
her
eats
hands,
so much and it's so much sodium in
yes,
there.
girl.
It's
Like she eats seafood like almost every day, and
it's a
like,
seafood boil.
girl.
Oh, that's like that one YouTuber, like Nick Ocavo or whatever. Like he like literally eats this like it's like thousands of calories in one setting, and when you do that for YouTube, that's like kind of crazy.
Yeah, girl.
Like I think even like Jenna Marbles before, like people loved her, like her talking about when she would do drunk videos, and she was like, I stopped doing those because I don't want to be drunk making videos all the time.
Literally.
I do a video once every week. That means I'm getting drunk, like hammered once a week.
And you know, I'm a big bitch, and I'm very, very.
No.
You're at large.
I'm very at large.
The baby. I was trying to get it through the belly button. Sonny, what are we talking about today?
Oh, today we're talking about Cocaine Bear.
Oh, we'll say it together.
Okay.
We're talking about
Cocaine Bear. Now, can I steal your phone?
Shut the fuck up.
I need
Okay.
your phone.
Oh, here.
Aniyah, can you give us a quick non-spoiler synopsis of what this movie is about? You'll do the actors and then
read that. Read that.
Well, I just want to put it in my own words. First of all,
don't spoil it. Just like if someone was like, "What is this
Well,
movie about?"
First of all, I wasted $11 at the movie
And
going
50
to this
cents.
and 50 cents going to this fucking movie because it was horrible. But basically, it's about like a bear that gets into cocaine, literally like a black bear just gets into cocaine, and the bitch is just high all the time.
Okay.
And chasing people around.
And it's killing people. You said be vague, bitch.
I said non-spoiler.
Terrah does this, where she's like, say it in your own words, but stop.
Wait,
Don't say it in your own words.
First of all, I didn't say it in your own words. You gave her the list to read, and she said, well, I'm going to say it in my own words.
Okay, well, so Cocaine Bear is an oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converge on a Georgia forest where a huge black bear goes on a murderous rampage after unintentionally ingesting cocaine.
The Cocaine Bear.
You know who you remind me of? Have you ever watched Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Say it, bitch.
Mary Elizabeth.
Fuck you, bitch.
Who is Mary Elizabeth?
The owner of the dog.
Oh, the white girl?
Yeah, with blonde hair.
Oh, okay. This movie currently has a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
I don't see how.
And Sunny is going to read our cast right now.
Hey! So the mom is played by Kerry Russell.
Who is she from?
I don't know.
That sounds familiar.
Girl, I think she's from
Her
Seventh Heaven.
It does look like
she
her.
She looks like that girl off of Seventh Heaven.
Girl, she's just a cracker.
There's Alden Aaron Rich playing Eddie.
Say it right.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. plays David.
Work.
Ray Liotta, R.I.P., is playing Sid. Isaiah Whitlock Jr. is Bob. Brooklyn Price is the daughter. And Christian Convery is Henry.
Who the fuck is Henry? Oh,
the little white boy.
Oh, okay. He looked familiar, but I don't know what he could be from either.
I don't remember him.
All these white bitches look the same.
Do you want the park ranger and the...
Oh, yeah. We got Margot Martindale as Ranger Liz, and then Jesse Tyler Ferguson as Peter, which was totally unrecognizable.
Yes.
He's the
love interest of the park ranger.
Okay, Kerry Russell. I have to see real quick
if she's Seventh Heaven. I feel like she is.
I think she's from Seventh Heaven.
No, I think her voice is raspier.
It was, girl.
She got that smoker
voice. I know who
She's in Planet of the Apes, Arrested Development. She's in Scrubs.
I don't want no Scrubs.
Oh!
What?
Well, she's in one episode in Seventh Heaven.
I told you, bitch.
Well,
it's not the main girl. No,
I'm thinking about
her name is Camille. Is that the mom?
No, it's not the mom.
Okay.
I thought she was the mom.
Camille, the mom is in more than one episode.
Yeah.
If it's one episode,
they killed the mother. No. And it's also directed by Elizabeth Banks.
And written by?
Oh,
no, it's
gone.
Me.
No. Get.
It is written
Girl, stop kicking the table.
Bitch, kick these nuts, bitch. It's written by Jimmy Warden, who is
a person.
Is he cute?
I don't know. So, yeah, we watched this movie in theaters. It had just came out a few days before.
He has a wife.
And just like our server we had.
Literally. The 4 kids.
And the 4 kids. I wanted to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about the overall concept of this movie? Like, we're told that, like, you know, right off the bat, we already know what we're probably going to get into. The movie is called Cocaine Bear. There hasn't really been too many creature features nowadays. It's usually, like, the 80s and the 90s were creature features. And then, like, the only one I can think of that's recent would be, like, Sharknado.
Yeah.
So, like, how do y'all feel about this concept of the Cocaine Bear?
I think the reason why they try to stay away from, like, the animal features is because it's so, like, campy. Just stay away from that. But I mean, I like the concept of it, but it was just was just really stupid to me because, like, okay, a black bear ingested cocaine. Who would have thought? And even though it's based on true events, I'm like,
loosely,
very loosely.
It literally
just
was
the concept,
like about a black bear eating cocaine.
Yeah, girl, like literally, like when Terrah told me, "Hey, girl, you want to go see Cocaine Bear?" I'm like, "Girl, who is that?" I thought it was another drag queen. I was like, "Bitch, I never heard of her before."
Cocaine
and
Bear.
She was like, "Oh, it's a movie." And I
it's
was
Honey
like,
Cocaine Bear.
Honey.
Don't you remember Honey Cocaine? Oh God, how do you feel about that?
I like the concept. I didn't like the execution.
Okay.
I felt like it had potential.
There were parts of it that I did like.
Yes. As I said, it had potential to be a really good one. It's just, I think they forced too many scenes and put too many random things in there.
Yeah.
To me, for a creature feature, I need something that's like kind of a little bit out of this world, like Alien or like The Host that came out in 2007. Like, I need something that's like a little bit different because, like, when I see a bear, bitch, I'm not afraid of a bear like that. Like,
are you guys scared of a bear?
Not really.
What? How often?
Bitch, I know, like, if I do, like, if for some reason I'll have to run into a bear, like, bitch, I'm gonna have some bear mace or some to protect myself, bitch.
Like, I won't be in the middle of the forest. Like, and if I were, I would know how to prepare for that. And that's the same with, like, Jaws. Like, yeah, sharks are scary, but how often are they going to be at the foot of the beach where my fat ass is at? You know?
Emphasis on fat.
I'm very buoyant.
Big spell buoyant.
BOUYANT.
You're wrong, bitch.
Are you sure?
No.
Bitch, now I'm gonna fucking look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, Akila and the Bee, calm down.
Okay, girl, she wants to win the spelling bee champion so bad.
Yeah, there probably isn't a U in it. Oh, bitch! BOUY.
No, it's BUO.
Oh, wait.
BUO.
What did I say?
You said BOU.
Oh, damn. I meant
Y.
bitch, I'm dyslexic. I meant OU. So, yeah, the overall concept is that we follow a lot of different story perspectives,
Multiple
which
people.
I think is, like, it can be done. It can be done well. I mean, Train to Busan, I think, does it pretty well.
You know, actually, I've seen that movie.
It's
Love
good.
it.
You know how it has
I
amazing.
was crying.
They're making number 2.
They already
I
did.
heard.
It's in
They already
production.
did.
Oh, it's already like...
Yeah, the Peninsula movie came out like 2 years ago.
They're making a 3rd?
I don't know.
Oh, I haven't seen
Actually,
the second one. I
technically,
gotta see
Train to
the second
Busan
one.
is technically a second movie. The first movie is like a cartoon.
Oh.
And it's like something Peninsula is the recent movie that came out.
Well, we're gonna
But you know how like in that movie you follow different story perspectives?
Yeah.
This one I feel like
There were too many perspectives.
there was too many, and one of the main ones was just annoying. Which was the son, Eddie, and his dad. I could not care about Eddie at all. I found him really annoying, especially when he was talking with the teenager about literally nothing, and I just found him whiny and really fucking stupid.
But I just feel like they used that to explain why the cocaine was in the forest. So,
but to me, I feel like they could have just been like, cocaine dropped, and then it follows the mother and like the park ranger and like people in the neighboring area.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have been fine with like just like leaving it as that, and they're like, this bear ingested cocaine, and we didn't need to have like a whole cartel.
I don't
story.
think they had to introduce his kid either, that his wife died.
Yeah, like that.
Like,
that
yeah,
meant
no,
nothing
that
to
didn't
me.
make no
Speaking of that, who was your least favorite character in the movie?
My least favorite character was definitely the guy that was like with the black guy, the white guy.
Oh,
Eddie.
Is his name. Girl, he was just it. He
wait,
was
the
just
one in the
very
yellow
annoying.
shirt or the one that?
No,
not the one in the yellow shirt.
Oh, he was annoying too.
He was annoying too. I just thought he was fucking annoying, and his storyline just was stupid, especially with like the whole father-son clash. Like, girl, that was just
It amounted to really nothing. And the thing I didn't really care for is like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going into spoilers, so spoiler alert for this movie that just came out. The thing about it is like, in Jaws or in a lot of creature features, there's this like triumphant moment where you defeat the creature. They don't even defeat the creature. It's just like, oh, it just like, it just kills the guy. It just kills this guy that we just got really, we don't really know him actually. He was in a few scenes. To me, Eddie was the most annoying. Behind that, it was the kid with the platinum blonde hair and the yellow shirt. I found him extremely annoying. Anytime I saw him and Eddie on the screen, I did not care about what was going on.
I feel like his whole friend group was annoying.
I mean, yeah, they're teenagers, but...
Yeah, but they're the shittiest kind of teenagers.
To me, I enjoyed the park ranger. I thought she was very fun.
She was very funny.
And I enjoyed the kid and the mom.
Yeah.
I was worried up for the mom. I was like, how is this going to end?
I was definitely rooting for the children and the mom.
I did like Henry a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Henry was also very funny. He was like, what would happen if if the bear did cocaine? And he basically said out loud, without saying it, like, what if somebody named Henry did cocaine and their name was Henry?
Literally.
Bitch, the kids... okay. The kids, they, like, find the bag of cocaine. And Henry's like, oh, I've done coke before. You do a tablespoon worth of coke
literally,
in your
like,
mouth.
Scoop it and just like...
He ate
and
it.
then blah. And I'm like, girl, like, what? Like, girl, like...
But that is like kids to be like, yeah, I've done it. I know everything.
It looked like they just put salt in their mouth.
Girl.
Yeah, it did not look... Well, girl, bitch, I don't even know what cocaine looks like, but it just... Yeah.
There's a few people we could probably ask and get their perspective.
You thought I was going to say names, didn't you?
Who was your most favorite character?
The bear.
My favorite character was probably the black guy.
Okay, there was more than one, Aniyah.
The one with the gun.
They
both had guns.
They both had guns.
Wow.
Not
the
the
officer
detective,
or the
not
felon?
not the felon.
Okay.
Because I was like,
Criminal.
high key rooting for him that he would make
was-
it alive.
He did.
He was
He
the
did.
most reasonable.
He was.
Like, he's the most likable. You're like,
Yeah.
yes, do that.
I was him in this situation because the other two fucking people with him were so fucking annoying and asking each other questions that it was just annoying to me. So my most favorite would probably be
the mom.
I like the mom, and I would tie it up for the park ranger. I thought she was really funny. I enjoyed.
I like.
But she got fucked up.
Yeah, but it was like that comedy essence in that was the pure comedy in the movie Cocaine Bear. Like if she wasn't in there, I probably would have
not liked it.
Liked it even more.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite. It's a duo. It's the ambulance people.
Oh, I really enjoyed them.
They were really
and
good.
they were only there for a little bit, but
they
I
made an
enjoyed
impact where I'm like, I remember this.
What was your favorite part of the movie? I will say the opening it's not my favorite, but just this guy throwing out the cocaine and he's like, I'm going to get out of here. And he just knocks himself out and dies.
Funny. Yeah.
Just hitting the ground.
I don't think I necessarily have a favorite part. If I had to pick a favorite part,
you can always find something you like in the movie.
I think it was when like the family, like the mom and the two kids, like they finally like escaped because it was kind of like that, like, okay, my favorite characters, left and they escaped safely. Like, bitch, I always want a happy ending in a movie, so when I don't get it, that's when I get even more.
You like one when you get a massage too.
Me too. Hashtag me too.
I'm gonna say, oh my god.
No.
Yes, bitch.
No, we're gonna leave that out. Hashtag me too.
Yeah.
Like the Me Too movement.
Oh!
Hi guys, you got one more voice, so we're gonna take a break from hearing all these wonderful people.
We'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny was like, oh, bitch, they can leave.
Welcome back to Stay on the Line. Stay on the line, everybody. You better stay on the line.
And what are we talking about, ladies?
Cocaine Bear!
I almost said the color purple for some reason. Sonny, what was your most favorite part of the movie?
Yeah, Sonny, what was your most favorite
I love when they found Henry up in the tree, and he's trying to explain, like, there's a bear, and it's fucked up. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, that's not possible. And then the bear just eats the park ranger. Amazing.
Yeah, climbs up, because it's going to get the kid, and then it smells the cocaine from the other nature kind of park person, and just goes and
jumps to the other tree,
foot off, his leg off, and then just Sonny laughed at this, and I was like, this bitch is sick. When the guy falls from the tree like head first into the ground, Sonny laughed in the audience, and there was only 6 people in there, so I heard
there were certain parts to where like when they were getting like mauled that I wanted to laugh, but I was like, well, this is based on true events, so I don't want to like laugh at someone's death.
Girl.
But then I found out
which one was funny to you?
Probably the guy that was like, it's a fucking bear on cocaine. And then like when the bear like was sniffing the cocaine and he was like brushing himself off and it was like nothing but the cocaine.
What other ones?
Probably when
the park ranger shot the guy.
When the guy died.
Yeah.
Which one?
You know that guy. No, I'm just kidding. The dad. Because I was like, yeah, bitch, karma.
My favorite part of the movie probably would have been, thank you for asking. My favorite part of the movie.
Terrah Card,
what was your favorite part of the movie?
Thank you so much for doing that, like, out of your own tuition. I like just the chaos that ensues within that cabin. Like, just like when it's the two women, or the two teenagers and the park ranger. And, the kids are like, the teenagers are like, oh, he fucked you up too, thinking it's the guy that beat him up, and it was the bear, and they're just in the home, and she's like, open the door, and then they do that, and she's gonna shoot, but that fucking idiot kid stands in front of her and gets his head blown out. That was shocking to me. I was like, oh wow. And then yeah, even the other kid gets like beheaded.
Yeah.
Bitch, and I'm like, damn, this fucking park ranger is still alive. I thought she was gonna be in the end still alive.
I thought like at the end, you know, where they're walking with their bicycle, I thought the thing she was
I thought she was gonna like wiggle out,
and they're gonna flip it and be like, are you okay?
I will say I was very surprised how like blood and gore this movie was.
It was
like,
very gory.
Yeah, girl, like you said that earlier today, and like it just like dawned on me like, bitch, we saw intestines, we saw like brains like getting popped, bitch, like a hand going from this to
yeah, like going the opposite way. And that was also like part of that cabin scene that I liked was just the EMT kind of people.
Yeah.
Was just very it was tense. It was like a moment where it was like, oh, I actually feel tense. I feel like after that I didn't feel tense in the movie after.
I did like the fight scene in the bathroom. Only because it felt realistic.
Yeah, no, that
because he was getting hit.
realistic.
You know, sometimes they like overpower the guy, and they're like, "There's no scratches on me." This man got stabbed.
Yeah, he got stabbed in the
got
back.
hit with skateboard.
Yeah, and his fingers blown off.
Yeah,
girl, he endured a lot.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Just like even the EMT kind of scene where the woman flies out of the car, through the windshield. The guy who gets mauled and his wrist literally falls backwards because he's a F word. And even the park ranger, when she like comes out of the van, like her face literally just slams against the ground, and like
I
obviously
thought
that kills
the
her.
park ranger was gonna shoot
the bear.
The EMT.
The EMT guy.
Again.
Yeah, because he was like
in the way.
Yeah.
I think her humor was just good because she was like, close the fucking door, you idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was your least favorite part of the movie? I want to start off before I forget it. I did not enjoy, there were so many flashback scenes in this movie. And I was like, this is not an episode of Family Guy. Like, do you know what I mean? There were so many flashback scenes, like him holding the dog, the officer holding the dog. Yeah. When they're like, oh, whatever happened to that hiker? And the female cop trips and like it's his body. Yeah. I'm like, why didn't we just have that organically happen? There was too many flashback scenes in this movie. And it just seemed like, is this a TV show? It was given TV show, and I didn't care for that. That was probably one of the things I did not like. And the dynamic of the other part of the story. I would have preferred if we had focused on maybe people who were camping in that area, as well as this family. And that way, we could have also rooted for them to survive, too. Yeah. And not just... You know, it can still be funny, and you can root for other people. Like Snakes on a Plane. Snakes on a Plane has funny moments, but it's also kind of scary. And it makes you...
Motherfucking plane.
That's a movie where you do follow different characters, and then you kind of root for other characters to kind of survive. Right. I was only rooting for the kids and the mother to survive. I didn't care about anyone else after that.
I think my least favorite part was
when it started.
I was... Yes. Like the hiker's story, that was completely irrelevant to the whole movie. Like it just did not.
It was like a cold
sense.
open. I was fine with just like a cold open, but the fact that he was in the movie later, I was like, girl.
It was. I was like, girl, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I also did not like that bar scene. Where because that also didn't make sense.
He was like eating pasta,
like
at
dry ass pasta
with no
chicken in it.
Yeah.
Or shrimp, or some,
a
no meat.
Tail.
Sunny, what was probably your least favorite part of the movie?
My least favorite is when the female cop came in for no reason.
Literally no reason.
And said, I'm backstabbing everyone.
How did that even play a part in the movie?
It didn't. All she did is walk with them and say, oh, I'm out, bye.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
I really didn't enjoy that. Also, I thought her acting... I hate to say this. I did not like her acting.
It wasn't the best.
Because I feel like she should have been a little bit more charismatic, and it was giving NCIS, a Tuesday gig.
Yeah.
And they didn't do a yes and, because when...
I mean, you get the script that you get, but...
No. Like, the script was weird, because with the interaction with Sid, who is the dad, we need to do this, and he's like, I don't work for you. And I'm like, what the fuck did that mean?
Who, the
The dad said to her, "I don't work
for
you."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
remember
like,
that.
She literally
working
only
together?
shows up after the like main officer guy gets shot, which I don't know if he dies. He kind of just lays there and he's blinking.
He died at the end.
I think he died. But I just did not like how that female cop just like came
Popped
in
up.
out of nowhere.
It was like,
And
I'm double crossing you.
Yeah, like it was very corny to me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well.
And then
I'm
she's
sorry.
in the end too, and lets his dog out of the car, and then
She's like, you should leave now. The cops are coming.
Yeah, like she literally left like probably 30 minutes before the movie like
Ended.
stopped, and then she's walking with them to her car. Like, what? She should have been left. Like, bitch, go.
yeah.
Or just not been there.
I think she should have just never been there. It made no sense to have her there.
No sense.
Or
at
have
all.
her, or you could have had her at the end to be like, oh, this cops are all here, like with a whole squadron.
Mhm.
Or have her like bitch getting some cocaine.
Okay.
Like she keeps like some of the cocaine bags or something.
Yeah, something
And
make her
then
relevant.
that's the reveal that she was
Yeah.
working with them. Not this random kid at the end like has a bag, and
It wasn't good.
I hated that kid. Some more of our favorites. What was your favorite kill in the movie?
I think my favorite kill would have had to been the dad, because he deserved it the most.
Getting his intestines. What happens to him?
Basically, like, so they were like on a waterfall cliff, and the bag of cocaine, girl, you can't even see my hand. You see these little bye-bye arms? Yeah.
The person listening to the
Subscribe
audio
to the-
version is
subscribe to the
they
Patreon.
hear the smacking of your arm.
Well, like, they were like, but they were like on like this waterfall cliff, and it was like a bag of cocaine hanging, and the guy was like trying to get it, but the bear woke up from being shot. I don't know,
With cocaine.
literally, and like just started attacking him, and then somehow his fucking
The bear
the
swipes at his
stomach,
stomach and
yeah.
it rips it open, and the
then
cubs
and
come
then
over
the cubs
and like,
just like, and then so I actually could not watch that because I was like, wow, this is a little intense for me, because I just like looked down, but like you could see the cubs like eating his intestines, and that shit was like, oh, that was a little bit too much for me.
I also think the introduction of the cubs was not needed. I
No,
thought it was
not at
stupid.
all.
I
Not
thought
at
it was
all.
kind of dumb.
The cubs made no sense.
Yeah, they were just playing with cocaine. I was like, at the end of the day, these animals are gonna get a heart attack and die.
Okay.
Yeah, especially with that much coke.
Yeah, and
they
that bear was
just
shot
swallowed.
multiple times.
And like the brick of cocaine that the bear
That
just
just
like
swallowed?
consumed.
Bitch,
I was
it's
like,
the size of this bag.
So subscribe
It
to
ate
Patreon
it
if you
all
want
by
to see the
itself.
size.
Yeah.
She's bad at plugging her Patreon.
Well, I have an ad that does it, so be calm.
I don't want to.
Be calm. So, Sunny, what was your favorite kill of the movie?
I laughed at most of them.
Yeah, I know. I heard you laugh at about that park ranger getting her face dragged, and I was like, this bitch is a psycho.
but I love my sister.
I don't know. I find
I hate Mardi Gras. I hate Mardi. There's a local queen here, and this is like the realest thing you could say. She just like turned to one of our sisters and just went, "I'm so sorry y'all are here. I hate Mardi Gras. They think they're special, but really they're not." And she was referring to the audience, which is, to me, Mardi Gras is straight pride.
Literally.
yeah.
It is straight pride. It's like it's basically a month of just
And
being
Halloween.
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then repent your sins for, a few
On
months.
Ash Wednesday.
Mhm.
Oh, Lord. There's a lot of good ones.
I will say that this movie does have a lot of good
Good
kills.
kills.
I feel like
Yes.
just the third act of this movie fell very short for me.
Yeah.
I was not interested. I was not enthused at all.
I will say the arc of the park ranger's death, like getting mauled in the ass.
Getting there,
All
getting
the
her
jazz.
That
ass,
was funny.
and then getting her
Good
face
face
dragged.
drag.
Drag her!
Yeah.
I found it hilarious. Because all I was thinking is road rash.
This bitch is sick. This bitch is sick.
She knows where you live.
So the only kind of kills I don't like is like the Saw movie kind of kills where it's like they put like needles, and I hate those. But they're like, it's too hyper realistic.
Oh, I mean, I feel like if this was done with practical effects, it would have been good, but it was a lot of CGI.
A lot. That's why.
Especially
I was
the body flying through the I almost said the TV. The body flying through the ambulance. Like,
Yeah.
through the tree.
That
That was
was
good, though. I liked it.
very.
It looked. I mean, I like the concept, but it was very CGI. And it did not look good.
What was your favorite kill, Terrah?
I think the build-up of the park ranger. I was really hoping she'd still be alive at the end. It's like, girl, because like I thought she was gonna be dead in the cabin.
I think it was like a general consensus that we were just rooting for her.
Yeah.
We were all
even though she's not a good person.
For you. We were all rooting for you.
How dare you? She's not a good person. She's kind of a cunt to the mom because the mom comes in genuinely looking for her kid, and the park ranger doesn't give a fuck because she wants
alone time with her
with
man.
Peter.
This is very realistic when you don't want someone in the room and you're just like, why are you here? I'm trying to flirt with someone.
Literally, but I can relate to that though because I've done that. I'm like, girl, get your ass out of here! Don't you see what I'm trying to do?
The thing that's funny is like she's like openly like saying I don't want this bitch around us, and Peter goes, you know she can hear you. You're speaking kind of loud, and she's like, I don't care.
I'm making it loud for a reason.
But the thing is, like, she's fully looking for her daughter, and the park ranger does not give a fuck. Like, that's just so funny. I really liked her. I think it really just needed. I feel like if they just scrapped the son and the father idea and just had like maybe another family or a group of friends, maybe like a family that's just like not doing well. Like you know, the father and the mother are just not getting along, and they have a kid or two. And the father just has a redeeming quality where he saves the family and he dies, but you know they kind of live on and they bond like that. Yeah. Something like that. I think would have really.
They could have cut out the blonde hair guy too.
All three of them.
No, well, you needed the two for the cabin scene.
I wish he was just in the cabin scene. Probably. I hated his character. Yeah. I'm so sorry to this man. I'm sorry to the actors in this movie that I am digging like into y'all, but I don't know what.
The writer was probably on cocaine when he wrote this. So.
Okay. Work. Okay. So,
the kids were the best part.
I actually really enjoyed the kids.
Yeah.
I did too.
I thought their comedic timing was actually pretty good.
It was very funny, like the child.
I thought it was
like
very age appropriate too.
To me,
other than the cocaine,
the funny moments were the kids, the park ranger, the park ranger's man that like love interest that she likes, and the mother had funny moments too. Yeah. Every other character did not enjoy.
No, but when his leg just fell out the tree.
The guy that's a criminal, I liked him.
The detective?
No,
comedic. Did you think he was funny? I said comedic moment.
I like deadpan comedy sometimes.
Yeah. What was funny that he did? I literally cannot remember anything.
When he lost his finger, he's like, "Oh shit!" And it was the
detective.
No, not the detective.
You just said that.
I said the criminal.
Yeah, she said the criminal.
You're not listening, Linda.
She said like the criminal.
I said
detective.
the criminal. No, I said the criminal, and then you said the detective, and I said no, the criminal.
They make my bowels move.
No, that's the cunt.
Okay, bitch.
I didn't like the detective.
I didn't like literally half of those guys. We're out camping. And there is a cocaine bear. How are we surviving this movie?
Oh, girl, see, the thing is, you gotta come prepared.
Okay, let's elaborate. With the podcast, you have to elaborate with what you're talking about.
All I'm gonna say is
that's like you, bitch, like the worst person to interview and saying, "How did you feel about this event?" I had fun.
It was good.
It was good.
So, girl, I know, like, so...
Have you been camping before?
I have been camping before.
Okay.
I did, but I do my research on the type of place where it is, because, and then, like, if it's, like, an actual, like, official campsite, then they will have, like, this little information place, and they'll tell you, like, things to look out for, like, if there's, like, bears and shit. So...
Wait, did you do the real camping or like the fake glamping?
I did the fake glamping. Mm-hmm.
Where you're in a cabin.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Oh, I'm fine with
that. That ain't no problem.
But girl, I would like, so like, I recently found out, because my patient got sprayed with this, that there's a difference between like pepper spray and like bear mace. Yeah. I never knew that there was such a thing called bear mace until.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, one of my patients got sprayed with bear mace. So that's how I knew.
A lot more aggressive.
Yeah, it can blind you.
Because it's to be used on bears.
Exactly.
Did they lose their eyesight?
No, he just had like this really like from like head to toe, like his skin was like irritated. Fire red. And, like, all he could do was, like, I mean, there was really nothing we can do but just give him, like, ointment. You know, like, ointment and just tell him to, like, take a shower, you know. But I recently found out that there was such a thing as bear mace. Or if you don't even have that, bitch, I'm going to find a branch. I'm going to find a rock. I'm going to find something, bitch. And girl, I'm going to go out fighting, bitch.
Also, another thing, just to go back to Lisa or things, they're trying to get that cocaine back on that branch, and he's hanging from it. I said, girl, that shit would have snapped by now.
Yes.
Because it was not coming straight from a tree. It was coming from
it was literally like a little ledge that it was just hooked on. Yeah. I'm like, girl, all you got to do is
I said, baby, I'm fat. And I could definitely break that down.
Yes.
Because, I thought that was a little silly. Sunny, do you think you could survive? Like, if
no.
we're out camping, you can survive the bitch, it's
because... I'm going to push you first, bitch.
Girl, you got to catch me first. That's
this bitch would be having a milkshake, luring in the fucking... This bitch loves milkshakes. She would lure in the fucking animal.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't be camping.
You don't no, bitch, you do this every single time. Sunny, we are in a scenario where we're already there. And she always goes, I'll be like, how would you survive this so-and-so if we're there? And she's like, I wouldn't be there. I'm like, that's not the question. You just failed Q&A, bitch.
Okay, if you somehow dragged me out into the woods.
Not me.
No, it would be you. Because you'd be like, girl, you know what sounds good right now? Camping. It's an experience. It's a memory. You'll remember it forever.
I will say glamping is more fun than camping.
No, I'll do that when there's a cabin. But if it's like that,
I need some AC.
That tent where you pitch it into the ground and it's just a film on top, I'm doing that. I need electricity.
Yeah, girl.
I need a shower.
So are you going to answer the question or just...
how would I survive? I'd push Aniyah in the way. Well, I would run behind Aniyah.
Oh, because I'm fat, I can't run, bitch. Oh, because I'm fat.
You would run
because
behind
I'm fat,
Aniyah?
I can't run.
Or depending on where I'd be behind Aniyah, wherever the bear is.
I was going to say, if you're running behind Aniyah, the bear's going to get you, girl.
Wherever
you want to be running
is.
in front of Aniyah.
I'd be running somewhere away from
your plan got you killed, girl.
Most likely.
No, girl, let her run behind. Let her run behind. What would you do,
Terrah? So much organically.
Oh my gosh, what would you do, Terrah?
I think I would most likely... Do I think I could survive this? I have to think about what's going on in this situation when I'm there. Because if we're in a cabin, I feel like when they were in a cabin, like they could have just literally found the room that they were in and kind of just like, hide and be quiet. It's a bear at the end of the day, not a fucking ninja. So I think I would just, if we're in a cabin... Bitch, I know how to hide and seek and to cover myself, and I will find a way.
Well, I didn't know this story was coming out. But I was going to say, in the cabin, though, even if they hid, that bear got in. It could knock down doors, if you remember, because it knocked out a whole door on top of that Asian guy.
Asian?
White?
He was white.
My bad. But he can knock down doors. He can break windows.
But I'm trying to figure out how did the bear get in that room? Like, how did that bear get in that room? It broke through the door.
Remember,
but how did she barricade
into the other room?
I
think they pushed him in there and closed the door.
Maybe he went in there and he closed the door behind it to save her.
It was on cocaine, so
they talk too much in this movie, and I just would not be talking as much, and I would hide. And if someone's like, "Oh my God, is there anyone in here that could help me?" Bitch, I'm gonna stay quiet and I'm gonna let you die because you're being stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Terrah, how would you survive if this happened?
Did I not just say it?
She'd hide and seek.
You'll just play hide and seek. Oh,
bitch, I would literally hide and just wait it out.
Just hide and seek and wait it out.
Okay, because how high is this bear gonna be?
Well, it's also the 80s, so there's no cell.
Sunny's really trying to get her way out of this. She's like, I wouldn't be born, so I wouldn't be there.
Back when the cocaine
I mean, nowadays, because we are alive now. I mean, also, we do have cell phones, but in the woods.
But not in the woods, bitch. Like, because when I went glamping, like, I had no cell phone service, like, at all. No one could reach me that whole weekend, so that kind of gave me, like, PTSD.
You can still call 911 without service, right?
I don't think
I've ever needed to call 911.
Well, we can't say that.
I worked at a hotel.
I'm gonna edit that out.
Yeah, I worked at a hotel, so I'd have to call 911 every once in a while.
We
had hookers at our hotels. It was.
So you're calling the police on sex workers?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
She doesn't support.
She doesn't support sex workers.
One of them was underage.
Oh.
Know the whole story. Thank you very much. The other
You see
two...
how she didn't give us that?
They were underage.
One of them was underage.
Funny how bitches leave out information all of a sudden. No, go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
It was 2 older women and a pimp. They would send the 2 older ones out to get breakfast for them, and then they'd just stay in that motel room.
Well, I like Waffle House. It's very delicious.
Well, the breakfast was free.
I prefer the continental breakfast.
It was good breakfast, too. I will say
Y'all had
that.
like eggs. And
They had
bacon.
omelets, and she spiced it up. She put like extra cheese on top.
Oh, yummy.
Oh, it was so good. And she
Love that.
baked the pastries. It was so good.
Love
I can't
that.
tell if you're still talking about the people who were human trafficking or.
No, the breakfast at the hotel.
Girl, they did bad things, but the omelet she made was sickening. If you were to recommend this movie to someone specific, who would you recommend it to?
People who smoke weed.
Really?
Yes.
I'd probably recommend it to like people who don't like horror movies, but
Oh, we're talking about a genre of people. I thought you meant names because I just thought about like 4 names.
Now, what do they all have in common?
My cousin Ashley, she would really like this movie. My cousin Victoria.
I would recommend this movie to someone that was just really, really high.
See?
You said weed. I feel like high is different.
Yeah, like weed. Like if they're just high as hell
yeah,
and they just like want to laugh. Like I don't consider this movie like a horror. I mean, I can see where it is like a campy horror, movie, but I don't think it's scary, it's not scary.
I recommend it for maybe a slumber party. Or like if your like friends are all hanging out and you're like, let's put on a movie that we could like not pay attention to and kind of get the gist of it.
So I'm a fat, ugly bitch.
Okay, is that coming from the heart? I'm glad we could come to terms with something.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, this movie doesn't need... Like, if you went to go piss or take a shit for 15 minutes and came back in...
okay.
You would not miss any
It's
story
okay.
beat. And you know what? Go when it's focusing on the male characters, because it doesn't really fucking matter.
It's okay. Play on your phone a little bit.
I was kind of mad. I'm like, by like the middle, I'm like, I had to pee. I'm like, maybe something interesting will happen.
Well, guess what?
Never happened.
Mm-mm.
Literally after that ambulance crash, it was that third act was just so boring to me.
Yeah, I feel like it started here, but then it just quickly just digressed.
It was here, and then just literally after the ambulance, I was like, okay. Actually, no. To me, it started here. Then there was just it was like a
and
very slow burn.
That's the park ranger.
And this is the park ranger. We're going up now, and then the bear attack, ambulance, and then boom.
Yeah.
Because I will say it was like, where are we going in the beginning, and we were in that bar. I was like, where are we going with this? Because I'm bored. I was bored.
I did love how the mom's degree came into focus at the end.
She's a nurse.
Yeah, she's a nurse.
She's
Henry yelling, "She's a nurse!" For the gunshot wound.
But girl, that's funny because that's the first thing we say. Okay, just apply pressure right here.
Bitch, I could have done that. Also, I know how to do a tourniquet because the little girl was doing it. So when you do it, you tie it, but you also have to get a stick to wrap it around and then twist the thing to make it stop.
You keep this and take that. You know how white people love to explain the medical things?
Well, bitch, her people probably might not be medical. I mean, we have combat tourniquets, like the actual ones.
Okay, what I was saying was even me as an idiot who has no degree.
I wouldn't know how to do a tourniquet in the forest. So
yeah,
I mean,
if you just take cloth and then you tie it around and really knot it, you have to then use a stick of some sort to twist it to really secure that the blood flow stops. I learned that not too long ago.
That's true. That's how our tourniquets work. It's like a Velcro, and then you just turn the thing.
A lot
of
of people,
really painful,
but
it stops the bleeding. I had an arterial bleed the other day.
A lot of people think it's just you tie it and you call it a day. I'm like, babes, you gotta do a little bit more. Okay, well, that was this movie. Were you moved?
My bowels are moving. That's the only thing that's moving.
Yeah, it moved my heart. I love all the splats. I gave it a 7.
A 7 out of 10? That seems very high.
It is not.
It is high. I do think that's high, sister. I will give it
We
a
just
5.
talked about how the third act was boring as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. It made me laugh. I like comedy, scary movies. That's why.
I feel like it didn't...
It made
I
me
feel like
laugh.
I was not laughing.
So my question to you, Terrah, is would you categorize this as a scary movie?
It's a horror comedy. That's a subgenre. So
Okay.
it's a horror comedy.
Okay.
Because the main concept is there are horrific things happening.
Yeah.
You see a lot of body horror. Someone gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
Someone gets their wrist ripped back. Someone gets their face like, what is it, like the road burn
Road
on
rash.
the face, road rash.
Yeah.
A lot of horrific things are happening.
But it was just a bad comedy.
It just, to me, I was not laughing as much through when we were not focused on the main group of people that I like. The 5 people that I like. The mother, the kids, the park ranger, the love interest. I feel like we needed to replace those other characters with people that were enjoyable to follow.
That's true.
Like, you could have, if this is an 80s movie, let's have some, like, 80s type of characters,
Yeah.
Like, bitch, have, like, if you don't want to do another follow, like, if you want to do a camp concept, bitch, you can have, like, bitch, give us the goth girl. We always, like, have, like, a goth girl in an
That's
80s
true.
movie. And,
Or
like,
the
she fucking
jazzercise
hates
girl.
this. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
give us, like, where were the crop tops? Where were the men in the crop tops? And the short shirts?
Non-existent.
Or the short...
The short shorts were
Shorts.
there.
Oh, yeah, like
With
the boys.
the love interest of the park ranger and the boys.
It wasn't that short. Like,
Girl,
So
those are short khakis.
the one that got killed last, his were like really, really short.
the one that got killed last.
Yeah.
How
With the
short are we
detective.
talking? Because I'm thinking...
Girl, I was up
They
here.
were short now
Oh,
because I
maybe-
saw
I
that. They
wasn't
were
looking.
really
Mhm.
short.
I was like, ugh.
Of course you were looking, bitch.
I said, He was not cute. With that ugly bowl. Fuck y'all, I hate you.
Yeah, he looked weird. No,
did look
let me
weird.
not judge
He
the
looked
appearance
weird.
of the actors.
No, like
Well,
that hairstyle
I'm
and the
gonna know.
outfit was a choice.
Choices. Yeah.
I love the mom's tracksuit though. I thought that,
that was
very
cute.
fitting.
That was
Yeah.
cute.
Sunny, where can we find you?
On Instagram at official Sunny Daze. That's OFFICIALSUNNYDAZE. And you can also find me at Sunny Daze on Facebook. You can also find me on Pokemon Go if you look at other videos.
She's a
I forgot which
nerd.
one. There's my friendship code.
It's like fully not on a video. It's on a commentary track. So
Boss.
Sunny
No, we
is,
did it on a video.
No, we did it on a commentary track. It was the
Boss.
first one. Sunny's giving you a wild goose chase to find out her code, and by the time they find it, they forgot what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Aniyah, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook.
Because she's an old lady from the south.
Yeah, at Aniyah Jade Oshanns.
You want strangers
spell
finding you
your
on
name.
Facebook?
ANIYAH and then space JADE
Space.
OSHANNS.
Period.
And then you can also find me on Instagram at wait, hold on.
I as
It's-
the letter.
It's at
At I as the letter.
IOSHANNS. And you can also find me on Discord at Aniyah JO.
Oh, and on Roblox.
Oh, bitch. Oh, and if you play Roblox, girl, we gonna be best friends.
And tell her where to do the pageants. She wants to know.
Oh, yes. I am still on my quest to becoming the
Miss Roblox 2024.
Miss yes. And I'm also doing Miss Gay United States at Large.
What's your Cash App and Venmo?
Oh, bitch, hold on. I don't even know.
Or
No, it's
Douglas.
Oceans X Douglas. OSHANNS X DOUGLAS. So thank you so much,
What's
y'all.
your Discord name?
And my Discord, it's Naya,
Doesn't it have a
NIY.
number with it too?
AH. Oh yeah, JO.
Oh my gosh.
And my number is
Okay.
hashtag 6848. And my picture is Doc McStuffins.
I don't know who that is. I'm Terrah Card. That's TerrahCard. You can find me on most platforms under that name. Make sure you are subscribed to the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your fucking podcast at. And make sure you leave a rating and review on your listening platform, like on iTunes and Spotify. We have like 17 reviews on Spotify that are like 5-star.
Wow. T.
The lip sync assassins are trying to lip sync me. And obviously they are so good at it when they chew their words. Slay Mama Hunty Boots. Bitch. And I was literally just like... Yeah, and if you want to subscribe to the Patreon,
you better.
You're not.
It's only $1.
Yeah, do you want to subscribe, Aniyah?
I am subscribed.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, because I have the list of patrons right here, and you're not subscribed.
I am very much subscribed.
So what's your name on Patreon?
Girl, I go by a different name.
Okay, so say it.
No.
I have the whole list right here. You say it.
It's under Sugar Tits 125.
Okay, well, that's not a patron, so you can join the Patreon for as low as $1, where you get commentary tracks and early episodes of the podcast. That's at the Ghosted tier. At the $3 tier, you get the video edition of the podcast, as well as everything else I just said. And then at the $7 tier, you get the video edition of the podcast, bonus content, and early access to other things too. And you get your name read out on the podcast. And that's the highest tier, which is the pee pee poo poo tier. And at the pee pee poo poo tier, we have Miss.
Just like your breath.
You would know. You are what you eat.
Wow.
So at the highest tier, the People Poo Poo tier, we have Miss Titty City.
I thought it said Tiny
Miss
City.
Tighty City. That's Aniyah saying that.
Come on.
We have Matt King, Fawn X, Caitlin B, Willow Whisper, Kiki, Keith W, Paul Bray, Sunny Daze, Zing Cat.
Oh, I thought it said King Cat.
Zing Cat, Coronation, and Rebecca Carlson.
Go Rebecca.
I'm Terrah Card.
I'm Aniyah Jade Oshanns.
And I'm Sunny Daze.
And make sure you stay
Stay
on the line. I thought we were actually going to get in sync and do something nice.
Oh, girl.
You can probably get in sync.
Stay on the line.
Why are you down here? You know that video, Whitney Houston and Brandy?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you down here? Oh.
Stay on the line, everybody.
So this is...
Stay on the line.
That's the Raspberry on